breakfast with pure Coys.
Who will hold their nerve? This is it. We are in to the last 5 games, and after last night, it really does feel like it's between us and West Ham, right? It only felt like a couple of weeks ago when it could have been any one of 4 or 5 of us. Now suddenly Leeds United have pulled away. Forest 2 wins on the banks, 9 goals in the process. And after last night's demolishing of Sunderland, you would think Forest are safe now. They are 9 clear of Spurs, 8 clear of Spurs, something like that. Tottenham are not going to catch Forest. It is literally a straight shootout between us and West Ham United. Can Spurs do it? I just feel like today feels like the day. It feels so pivotal in this relegation fight. West Ham at home in a game against Everton, who are flying, but West Ham still at home and they are winning games. And Tottenham, who haven't won in 14 or 15, one win in like 23. Away at Wolves, who are already relegated, have absolutely nothing to play for. Today feels pivotal. It feels like a massive, massive day in Tottenham history. I'm nervous. As soon as I woke up this morning, I felt the nerves going. It feels important, doesn't it? I'm not alone there, guys. It feels really important. Guys, as you come in, do me a favor, smash the like button. I really would appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, then please press that sub button too. It is all totally free. And happy Saturday, guys. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Let me know what you're up to today, apart from, of course, being terrified of watching Spurs and looking at the scores later on. What are you up to this weekend? Anything nice planned? The weather here in the West Country is beautiful this morning. I think it's going to be a nice weekend. I've got some gardening to do. Oh, I hate gardening. Hate it with a passion. Lived in a flat for like 7 years, 4 floors up. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Never had to mow the lawn. And now I have to do it. And it's pretty overgrown out there. So that is my weekend plan. Getting some lawns mowed and tidying up the garden a bit. Anyway, enough of that. It is Tottenham Hotspur. It is a massive day. Let's say hello to the chat. It is all about you guys. You are the important ones. And I want to know if you're as terrified as me. The Sporting Journey Stu says, hi Nigel, apologies for missing the show this morning. I'm going to get shopping done early. So we are back to watch your watch along with Cookie and the Sheriff. Big up, Stu, no problem at all, mate. No problem at all. Sometimes you got to do things Saturday. I'm the same. I'm already counting down to my morning coffee at Costa. Sporting Journey says, good morning, chat. Please remember to like the show and subscribe if you're new. Thank you. Big up to you, Stu. Enjoy shopping. And Lee's in as well, saying hello, everyone. Big up, Lee. Hope you're well, mate. I hope you are well. And Leeds don't matter, mate, does it now? Leeds are safe. So fair play. Doesn't really matter what they do from now on. Colin's in, saying Borodanage, it's down to a gunfight now. It absolutely is, mate. It is a straight shootout between us and West Ham. That scares me. I liked it when there was 3 or 4 of us in the mix. Now it's 2. And it feels like they are dropping like stones. But like everyone around us are winning games and we're not. And I don't get why. I mean, I know we're crap, but other teams around us are not great, but they are finding a way to get over the line. And that result for Forest last night, it just, got to be honest, it's sent shockwaves through me. I thought, wow, they're doing bits. Forest now, safe. Did a thumbnail the other day in preparation for the show, and I had Tottenham, Forest, West Ham, who will hold their nerve. And I had to quickly do a new one this morning because Forest are done. They're out of it. It is us and West Ham. We will see what happens. And Colin says it's a 2-horse race at the top and the bottom. I see Aguero day coming. Let's hope it's a good one for Spurs, though. Let's hope it's a good one. What name could we say? I don't know. Madison, maybe. Who knows? I mean, Madison. We'll talk about him, but looks like he's going to miss the rest of the season, doesn't it? Still feeling pain, and he's going to be on the bench today apparently again. But don't understand it. If he's still feeling pain, I wouldn't be risking him. But we will see. Colin's in, saying hello, Nigel. Chat. Good morning to you. Scott, Colin, Scott, I hope you're well. It is early. It is early. Big up, Rodney. Says big up to all. Come on, you Spurs. And the lovely Kate Rixham's in, saying Sport and Journey. Good morning, lovely. I hope you are well. Hotspur Flicks is in, saying morning all. Let's hope Spurs hold it and West Ham flop. Today is now or never. It feels like that, doesn't it? It really does. It feels, don't know. Today just feels poignant. And there's 4 games after this. So we could lose, West Ham could win, and we could still get out of it somehow, right? We could because we still have 4 games to go. But for me, today just feels poignant. It just feels like if we lose, that could be too much, especially if West Ham win. Listen, if we lose and West Ham lose, then it's, we carry on as normal. But it just feels like a massive, massive game. We will see what happens. I'm sure hopefully a lot of you guys will join myself with the 2 marks later for the watch along. It's going to be another emotional stream, I feel. And Cookie is in. Said morning, Nige, and all in the chat. Good morning to you, Cookie. I will be sending you straight over to the 2 marks show at 9:30 after this. Kate says, Lee, good morning. Love, I hope you are well. And then she said, Nige, good morning. I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you, Kate. I hope you are too. John Stokes is in, said, morning, Nige. Morning, John. I hope you're well, buddy. And Bob says, morning, Nige. And to all in the chat. Good morning, Bob. I hope you're good, my friend. Logan's in, saying, good morning, Nige. And the chat. Big up, everyone. Do or die situation for us. Can the lads do it? Big eyes emoji. We have to, right? We have to. We have to do it. It's a massive game. The biggest ever that I can remember in my Tottenham supporting history. And I've seen cup finals, I've seen semi-finals, I've seen the Champions League final, all of them massive games. But this one feels huge. As next week will, if we win or lose, as the week after will, the last 5 games now, every single one of them. We all talk about it. Cup finals. They're all cup finals. We need results in every single one. We do that, we'll be fine. Today, though, definitely feels poignant. Kate saying good morning to the 2 marks. And John saying good morning to Cookie as well. Lee said, everyone hit the like button and hit subscribe button. Big up, Lee. And guys, if you haven't, get over to Lee Statham TV and hit a subscribe for him as well. Great new logo. Logan says, Cookie, so good morning. Big up, mate. Let's go down the chat. It's deciding to stick at the moment, which isn't good. Here we go. Bob saying, we now have to win all of our games and hope Arsenal beat West Ham. Ooh, I'm not sure I can go as far as saying hope Arsenal beat West Ham unless Arsenal lose a couple of games before it, right? Listen, you're right though. We have to win as many games as we can now. These last 5. I still think 3 wins may be enough, but who knows? It may not be. West Ham might win 3 of the next 5 themselves. So we might need 4. And I just don't see it. I'm really struggling at the moment, especially if we lose today, to see how we get out of it. That game last week was so important. Not conceding in injury time was so important. We would have been out of the bottom 3. And a win today, if West Ham lost, would have taken us 4 points clear. Suddenly you look a lot safer. That last minute goal or that injury time goal was really hit us hard. And I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Rod's in, said morning all. Don't worry, Everton do not lose this. You just gotta look after yourselves, mate. I hope you're right. I hope you're all right. Have you got any injuries? Is there any like team news we should be worried about? Hopefully Everton win. Hopefully Everton do something at West Ham. I think West Ham are very beatable, especially at home. They're a bit like Spurs, but we'll see. I have no confidence that Spurs are going to do their job, and I'm terrified that West Ham will pick up a win. Hotspur Flick says, I know I said a Spurs win, but I'm actually nervous now. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous. Donkey says, morning all. I'm morning, Dad. Don't worry, I'll get the lawnmower over to you. That would be fantastic, son. It really would. Yes, I need to start tackling that back garden, for sure. So yeah, that would be great, son. That would be great if you could get it to me. Don't tell your mum, or you can tell your mum. It's fine. John says, morning, Stu and Lee and Shem Tam is in. Big up, mate. Says, morning, Nigel. Hope you are good. Very nervous. Going to be watching it behind the sofa. Why now? We need these teams at the bottom. Are they winning and looking fantastic? Forest 5-0 at Sunderland. What the hell? Listen, I've been saying it for a long time. Forest, you look at Forest's squad, you look at their team, they have the quality there. They have the quality there. They are capable of doing that to anyone on their day. They did it to us, didn't they? Twice. Yeah, I always felt like Forest may get out of it, may be safe. I thought they'd be safe a lot sooner, but that result just confirms it. Forest safe, Leeds safe, straight shootout. It is I said West Ham. Really should have done a thumbnail with the OK Corral or something with 10 steps. Pew. But didn't think about it. Didn't think about it. Bob says living now in Wimbledon and the weather is good. We'll start watching Wimbledon next year as it's a 10-minute walk. I've been a Spurs fan for 55 years. Big up to you, Bob. Wow, that sounds like really nice. That sounds, I've got to be honest, it sounds nice. Wimbledon, yeah, I've never been to the tennis. Never been to the tennis. And but the way I look at Wimbledon is when it ends, you're really close to the football season. But those 2 weeks, I've got to be honest, not a massive tennis fan. I might watch a few games back in the day, but yeah, not too much. But I'd love to go. It'd be great to have a day out. Johnny said, did you see the email to Cookie? Let's go through the chat. John saying good morning to Sheriff. Lots of people saying good morning, which is fantastic. Pete Chambers is in. Saying morning, Nigel and chat. I hope everyone is well. Good morning to you, Pete. I hope you're good. Hope you put your bets on. Yeah. What have you gone for? Let us know. Did you get your Costa? I'm going to be going to Costa straight after this. Johnny saying, why can't I see us winning today? I don't know, John. I don't know, mate. I don't either. It's terrifying, isn't it? We have to win. We're at that point in the season. We have to win. 3 points is all that matters. We need them somehow. And then we got to hope. And Rod's already said, I'm holding Rod to it. Rod Ross has already said Everton are going to do their job. You don't need to worry about West Ham. We're gonna do our job against them. So as long as Spurs win, we will be out of the bottom 3. And if we're not, then I blame Rod. So we will see what happens. Hotspur Flicks says Wolves playing their third choice keeper. Really? I mean, we've seen it before, though, haven't we? And it's still not worked for us. But hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Peter says, good morning to you, Kate. Enjoying a bacon roll and a coffee in Costa. Nice start to the day. Hope you're well. I'm literally jealous. Literally jealous. Um, I love Costa. Don't know why. The coffee's not even that great, but it's literally a 5-minute walk from me, 2 minutes in the car, and I can sit there and just watch the world go by for a couple of hours. And yeah, it's lovely. It helps me start my day. It really does. Rod said Brathwaite has been out for most of the season. Beto's hot and hit and miss. So nothing injury-wise suggests Everton's away form will be affected. No, listen, Everton, they're good away, aren't they? Which is terrifying because we got them on the last day. Beto, though, he's not a magnificent goal scorer, is he? But he's an absolute nuisance and the best striker you got, I think, at Everton at the moment. Brathwaite will be a bit of a miss for you. He went off, didn't he, against Liverpool? But listen, I'm confident Everton can get something at West Ham, and as long as they get something and Spurs win, Spurs will be out of the bottom three. And I just want to see a table when Tottenham are 17th and not 18th. That would be a beautiful thing to see. Ghosted is in, saying big up, Nige, big up, Ghosted. I hope you're well, mate. And SBO, big up, SBO 95 is coming in with the results already. Arsenal 1 well, he's going for the Man City results. Arsenal 1, Newcastle 2. Big call out, and Man City 1, Southampton 0. Man City always winning the EPL when Man City leading the table after 33 match week. Interesting. Listen, it is one of them, isn't it? Arsenal been flying at the top all season. Pressure got to them. They folded. Man City just do what they do. Chugging along. Suddenly they're above them. And once they get into the rhythm, they're hard to stop. What I would say is, though, in Arsenal's defence, the pressure's off Arsenal now. They're not top anymore. Maybe that kickstarts them again. I hope not, but maybe it does. We will see. Ghost is saying big up to the chat. Big up, chat. Hope you're well. And come on, you Spurs. Absolutely massive game. Massive game today. I just hope we're up for it. I really do. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Dr. Tottenham Therapy, Anthony's in, saying, morning, Nigel. Hope you're well. I'm at my boys' football match. I can't stay and watch, but like and smash. Have a great show, mate. Big up to you, buddy. Thank you so much. I popped into yours last minute last night and did the same. But yeah, big up, mate. Hope you had a good holiday. Guys, if you haven't, get over to the Dr. Tottenham Therapy. Sub to the channel as well. Much appreciated. The Stoic is in. Big up the Stoic. Saying if ever a football club had to live up to its motto, then then it's us today. It is. You're absolutely right. It is time. Yeah. To dare is to do. And we have to. We have to. Massive game. I'm terrified already. The 2 Mark Show Sheriff said lose or draw today, and we are down. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I disagree slightly. I mean, lose and West Ham win, we're down for sure. But I think if we can draw and West Ham lose, I still think we're in it. Listen, we're running out of games, right? We're running out of games, but we have to somehow get something that ideally we need a win. Right? We need a win. This is a massive opportunity for Spurs to get out of the bottom three. And we cannot fuck it up. We cannot fuck it up. SBO saying wanted to see Millwall's promotion, not that Boris Ipswich time. West Brom can upset on Ipswich. West Brom fighting against relegation. Yeah, listen, I gotta be honest. I'm not paying a lot of attention to the Championship. Maybe I will next season when we're in it, right? But I'm not paying a lot of attention to the Championship, so I don't really know who's fighting for promotion relegation. Bob says maybe I will move back to RAF Lynham and start watching Swindon. Wow, mate. Wow, did you live in Lynham? So I live like literally 35 minutes from Lynham. My ex, the love of my life, she came from Lynham. Slesall Road, that's where she lived. Slesall Road. And yeah, I know Lynham pretty well, mate. I know Lynham pretty well. And I used to do a lot of the march out cleans as well for the business. They were tough cleans. Good money, but tough. Ghost has said, I'm confident today, gents. This rock cannot continue. 1-0 Spurs, get in. Love it. Love the confidence. Ghosted. That's what I like to see. Listen, at some point, our form's got to change, right? At some point, we're going to start winning games again. We're not going to keep losing forever. So why not today? Why can't it happen today? Machina Joe's in. Big up, Machina. It says Beto's better than Barry any day of the week and twice on Sundays. I agree. Listen, I don't think Beto's a top quality striker, but God, he's a handful. He really is. He is a handful. Um, and as much as, like I say, he doesn't score many goals, but he's a player you want in your team because you know you're going to get fight out of him. And yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, not a fan of that Barry either. He's a bit like Moani in the fact he just keeps giving fouls away from what I've seen of him. Pete Chambers says, "Bet's done, mate. Quick coffee, bit of shopping, then rush home to watch Cookie and Sheriff." Fair play. Fair play. Cookie and Sheriff absolutely smashing it in the moment. Guys, if you haven't, silly question, get over to the 2 marks and smash a sub for them as well. SBO said Man City 61 points, Arsenal 70 points 13 days ago. And Arsenal bottled that positive in almost 2 weeks. Listen, they did. But I will say it's not over yet. There's still twists and turns. There's still twists and turns in the season at the top and at the bottom, I feel. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Spurs won today, West Ham lost, we move out of the bottom three. And next week, West Ham win, we lose, we're back in the bottom three. I just see it going like that for the rest of the season. I don't see it being West Ham win, we lose, we're down. You know, West Ham win again, we lose, we're down. I just think there's going to be twists and turns. But we'll see. And there definitely will be at the top because I actually think Man City got tough running. I really do. Machina Joe said, "I wouldn't let Barry play for the Toffees ever again. Lazy bastard, offers nothing. My cat could play better." Fair play. Fair play. Cookie saying, "Sheriff, check your WhatsApp." Come on, Sheriff. Get on the game, mate. Yeah, guys, over 50 of you now. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't. Really would appreciate it. Let's try and get to 50 likes as quickly as possible. Pete says, "Can't believe it's 3 p.m. kickoff. Should have been 12:30 or 5:30. I'm with you there, Pete. 5:30 would have been nice. 5:30 kickoff. And we could have gone into the evening, like talking about it as well. But yeah, I don't want them to ruin my day too quickly. Yeah, but 3 p.m. we're gonna have to find a stream from somewhere as well, which isn't fun, but it is what it is. It goes to send Machine Joe. Hopefully, Everton can help Spurs by beating West Ham. Yeah, hopefully. Kate says, "Nice, dreading today. I've been up since 5 a.m. Have we got faith in this team?" No, Kate. Big up to you. I'm similar. I've been tossing and turning all night. All night, waking up thinking about the game, waking up thinking about different things, who's going to play, who, and it's terrifying. I haven't got faith in this team, but I do know we've got the quality, and that's the thing. I do know we've got the quality, so it is what it is. Rod says West Ham fans given an easy win for them, and we know what happens to them when we start shouting the odds. Yes, yes. Well, let's hope. Let's hope they keep shouting the easy win and they get silenced quite quickly. Bob says that's where I lived, Slezor Road. Really, mate? Oh wow, my ex lived at number 7. If that's any help. And I also have a friend that lives down as well, a bit further down. But yeah, Slezor Road. God, spent many a night down now. Good nights as well, if you know what I mean. Pete says, "Can we get the likes up, guys? 25 so far, 53 in the room. Yeah, come on, guys. Please smash that like. It is so important. I know we keep on about it as YouTubers, but those likes are so, so important." And Bob says opposite the RAF base. Yeah, absolutely. The Stoic says first goal critical today. If we do go a goal down, I'm not confident we have that will to fight back. Need to go one up and push on from now. I'm in agreement with you, Stoic. I think if we go a goal down, we are in massive trouble because we've already shown the season we can't come back. We cannot come back from being a goal down. So let's just hope we do. Let's hope we can go a goal up, get a couple of early goals, early doors, and then hopefully relax a little bit. A little bit. SBO says Arsenal 1, Newcastle 2. That Arsenal fans getting arrogant and cocky again, even after their famous bottle, but Newcastle will humble them. Listen, Newcastle on terrible form at the moment. As I had a burp as I was trying to talk. Newcastle on terrible form at the moment. So I think this is a win for Arsenal. I think I see Arsenal winning today or tomorrow, whenever they're playing. Um, but we'll see. Listen, we'll see. Pressure does weird things, doesn't it? And it's happening with Spurs. We are feeling the pinch. I study with Paul says, morning. What's your prediction for the day? We're struggling with goals up front. Mate, I don't know. I don't know. I want to say we're going to win. Of course, I'm a positive Spurs fan. I want to say we're going to win the game. But am I confident? Not really. Not really. Wolves have a good record against us. I hear a lot of people saying we're terrible, terrible against Wolves. You know, we always lose. That's only in recent seasons. You know, you go back to 3 or 4 seasons and we beat them all the time. We beat them all the time. You know, we won with a Dele Alli goal there. We won with a Vertonghen late header. We were 3-0 up in a game. Ended up winning 3-2 when Foyth gave a couple of penalties away. So our record there is actually pretty decent. It just hasn't been the last 3 seasons. We need to change that. I think we can win. I'm gonna go on the positive side, of course, and say that have West Ham are gonna lose. That Wolves are down and they're feeling a bit low and they're like, "Oh, we're on the beach, doesn't matter." And they don't really turn up. That's what I'm hoping. So I'm gonna go for a Spurs win. I think we win 2-1, Paul. That's what I'm going with. A 2-1 Spurs victory. Guys, let us know in the chat. How do you think Spurs will do today? Will we win? Will we lose? Put a score prediction in. Jimmy saying big up Nige and the chat. Good morning from the sunny Lake District. Wow, it sounds beautiful, mate. I've never been to the Lake District. Never been. You know what? Do you know what I'd love to do more than anything? Is travel the UK more because I live in the West Country. I've done a lot around the West, but I haven't traveled that much upwise, you know. So I'd love to do a bit of a bit of traveling of the UK, seeing some sights. That would be nice. God, I sound old. Pete said, SBO, don't worry. What the FA take away from you, mate. Yeah, this is a good point. This is a good point. Um, Man City will calmly beat Southampton. You should. Listen, you should beat Southampton in the semi-final of the cup. Is it semi-final cup, David? It's not, is it? Sorry. Sorry, I'm just checking because I actually don't know. It is. It's semi-final day. I never realised that. Semi-final weekend. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think City will beat Southampton comfortably. And I think we're all Leeds fans, aren't we, in here for the day? All Leeds fans. Hopefully Leeds can upset Chelsea and get into a cup final. That would be fantastic. Fantastic for Lee and Stu and fantastic for Leeds United. Um, let's go down the chat a little bit. Bob said 46 Lesel Road. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Oh, people texting at the same time. The Stoic saying, do you have an email you can be contacted on, mate? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to someone else? If me, yes. If someone else, I'm sure. I'm sure Machina Joe says, I find it hilarious that Arsenal must beat West Ham, um, thereby helping enemy Spurs. Arsenal should have had a comfortable 10-point lead and could have let West Ham win. This is true. This is true. Um, listen, every team's got to do their own thing, right? And Spurs just got to do their thing. But we will see. Batoa is saying, no way. We are down. We are down 3 goals. He's saying, we will see. We will see. The sheriff said 5-0 Spurs. Get in now. I like it. I like it. And we have our West Ham fan in. Daniela said yes, after the Forest result, a big day for both our clubs. We fans can banter each other as much as we like. At the end of the day, it's down to the players and can they deliver. This is it. Daniela, big up to you. It is all about the players on the pitch now. Do the West Ham players turn up? Do the Tottenham players turn up? Um, we will see. We will see. Today, for me as a Spurs fan, probably doesn't so much for West Ham fans. Today feels poignant. It feels like a massive, massive game that we have to simply win. Especially if your boys win. But we will see. We will see. Pete says, are you and the boys doing a watch along, Nige? And Sheriff then answers it. Yes, Pete. 2:30. We are indeed. Massive, massive watch along today. Jimmy says, if we don't win today, I'm afraid it's all over. We cannot keep hoping others will fail. However, we win. Um, doesn't matter 1-0, and yeah, and we'll be fine. We must win. It's absolutely true. We must win. It is a must-win game. Somehow we need to get over the line, right? And do the business. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but somehow we need to do it. As my chat goes mental. Kate says, Pete Chambers, I'm jealous, Pete. Enjoy. Yeah, love a bacon roll. Absolutely love a bacon roll. Hags in, said, morning, mate. Do Wolves have to show up? I mean, this is a good point, right? Maybe they don't even need to show up to beat us. Maybe they don't even need to show up to beat us. We will see. Listen, what I feel like we've been saying it every week for months. What I want to see from this Spurs side is just some passion, just some pride for the shirt. Go out and play like you believe. Go out and play like you want to win. And go out and play like you care. You do that, and listen, the fans won't be happy if we lose. That was early on in the season. It really doesn't matter now, does it? It's all about results. Get the result. Get over the line. And yeah, we will see. Betoa says we are smashing Wolves 7-0. Mate, I'd take that all day long. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Absolutely lovely. SBO saying Arsenal had 9 points leads in 13 days. Now Man City won't give one place to Arsenal back. It's only Arsenal's fault. They bottled it again. Listen, I'm not going to go in too much on Arsenal at the moment. I'm not. I mean, I can, right? We're in the bottom three, for fuck's sake. But as a City fan, you can do what you want, mate. All good. All good. It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough run in for both. Listen, I see it changing a bit. City have got some tough games coming up, so let's see how they do. Hopefully they just breeze through all of them and take the title. But we will see. Pete says, Matoa, be careful. We're giving it the big one. That was a horrible way of biting us. And yeah, listen, it has. It has. You've got to be calm and you've got to be not just too much. You know, believe in the side, absolutely. But yeah, it is what it is. Rodney saying 1-0 to Spurs. I take that as well. Take a nervy 1-0 win. Daniela says, like you, I'm the opposite. West Ham win, Spurs lose. If we both draw or lose, is another nervy week. It is absolutely. And listen, even if unless West Ham win, if West Ham win, Spurs lose, 5 point gap, probably not going to be caught. You could then, okay, we're safe, I think. But there is still 4 games to go, so you never know. But I see this rolling on to the last game. I really do. And that's for me was terrifying because you're home to Leeds. And if Leeds are in the cup final, they're going to be resting their players, aren't they? They're not going to be going all out to win. So we need to be safe before the last game of the season, if possible, which is a big ask. Aquatics then got my championship badges early on sale. Fair play. Fair play. Yeah. Oh God. The Stoic says, what's your email? Please, nice. Can you post a link, mate? Yeah, I'll get it to you somehow. I'll get it to you somehow, mate. Maybe post it in the comment section or something after the show. Tis what it is, says this season to think you'd win at all. Listen, I know it's one of them, isn't it? We haven't won in 14 or 15 games. We've only won one in bloody 23. Yet now we have to win 3 and 5. It's crazy. It's crazy to think, but this is where we are, and this is what we have to do. It's not what I necessarily think we're going to do, but it's what we have to do. Somehow we have to do it. Let's see if we can. Um, Listen, do we see any sort of like shoots of green from last week's result? Possibly, but we've seen it before, haven't we? With Spurs, one game when they're like, "Oh, I saw something. We're looking better." And then suddenly we go to shit again. So we will see. Kate says, Lange the wanker out and take Vinay with you. Enoch have destroyed our football club. They have. And they have a lot to answer for, Kate. They really do. And as much as I'm going to be devastated, if we go down, I will inside be laughing at Enoch for the fact that they have tarnished anything they built, because all that money they would have made by selling us, they will lose. So that would be the only funny thing about going down. Nothing else. Nothing else at all is going to be funny about it. Come on, you Spurs. 1882 saying today is to do. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, I love the positivity. Love it. This is what we need. We need some positivity in the club. Listen, it is what it is, right? We're terrible. We are terrible, but we have to give this club some hope. Like I say every week, until we can't anymore, I'm going to believe that we can stay up. Until it's physically impossible, I've got to believe, because if I give up, then I can't then have a go at the players for not doing their bit on the pitch. Rod says West Ham's midfield is not good. Jimmy Gardner, KDH, and Idris Garner Gay should dictate the play. They should. Let's see what. Listen, it's going to be a battle, yeah. It's going to be a battle, because West Ham need the points. Everton need the points. They're still chasing Champions League. So it's going to be an interesting one, that one. I'm a bit gutted, really. They're both on at 3:00. Would have been nice to watch one after the other. But listen, it is what it is. Razzle's in. Razzle Dazzle said, morning, Nige. Good morning to you, mate. I hope you're well. And Pete Chambers says, Spurs fans need to write into Jimmy. Yeah, God. Remember watching that as a kid. Never did I even think what a weirdo that guy was. But there you go. Daniela said, still the high score for a Spurs team that your forwards haven't hit the back of the net in weeks. We haven't. It's our strike force, Daniela, is, as you know, terrible. Absolutely terrible. And we get to the point where who plays? Richarlison? Ooh, Solanke or Mawani, who is the most uninterested player that I've ever seen in a Spurs shirt. He just doesn't want to know. Not interested in the slightest. And it's a real shame, because, people having to go at Mawani saying he's shit. He's not shit. He's just not interested. He can do things, but he's going through the motions, and he has been for months at Tottenham. Terrible signing that was. Summer, big up Summer, says 4-0 Spurs. Come on, you Spurs, get in. I love it, Summer. I love the positivity. That's what we need. Kate saying we need our strikers to perform today, but they can't hit a barn door, though. You're right, they can't. Listen, we're going to have to hope that maybe midfielders come up. Maybe another Xavi Simons goal. Maybe Bentancur scores from midfield. Bentancur went through a couple of seasons ago, scoring a few goals. Maybe from a corner, Bentancur can head one in. Maybe a Danzo header to make up for last week. I don't think we can rely on our strikers to score the goals, sadly. It is what it is. We are where we are. Matt, big up Matt, says if Spurs can't beat Wolves today, then who are they realistically going to beat? You're right. We're at that point now, right? If we can't beat the likes of Wolverhampton Wanderers, who are already down, we don't deserve to stay up. Send us down. End the season. Yeah, it is a massive game. Razzle saying, if we cannot beat Wolves, we don't deserve to stay up. It is that simple. Bang on. Absolutely bang on, mate. It is that simple. Daniela saying, how many times have the club have that have been relegated win the next game? Burnley or Wolves are new, fighting not to finish bottom of the table. Listen, it is every game. Every team's got something to play for, right? Even if you're down, you've got something to play for. Pride, it is what it is. It could go either way. Wolves could be really up for it and say, look, we're down, but we're going to really put on a show now for the fans. Or they could feel sorry for themselves, and, they could falter. We will see. And we will see. It's going to be an interesting one. Finn says every game is a must win now, as far as I'm concerned. No other outcome should be acceptable. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you're right, mate. Finn, you're absolutely bang on. Guys, if you haven't, please smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Not picked up a single sub today, but it is what it is. Let's get back to the chat. Razzle saying, coming up 4 months and we still haven't won in the Premier League. I'm surprised our Spurs fans have any hair left. Yeah, innit? innit, mate? It's shocking without a win in 2026. Unbelievable. Kate Rixham says, done mine times two. Thanks, Kate. Much appreciated. Really do appreciate it. Likes are so important. Getting over 50 likes really does help push you out to more people. So, yeah, any likes would be much appreciated, guys. Yeah, totally free. Daniela said, if West Ham win and Spurs lose, I think you're relegated by the end of the Leeds game. I think you could be right. I honestly think if Tottenham lose today, I think we're done. Even though there are 4 games to go, and especially if West Ham win. I just think if Spurs lose, West Ham win, they're confident of us. And it's going to be a depressing end to the season. Someone said Everton will be at it because Sunderland dropped points yesterday. Huge opportunity to get into the top 6 now. That's very true. That is very true. This is a massive game for Everton today. Tricky says Wolves have churned out some decent results and ran some top teams close at times this season. Will be very tough if they show up. It absolutely will. Listen, Wolves, weirdly, even though they're in the bottom or near the bottom, they're not. They're no mugs. They can pull out a performance. It's going to be a tough game for Tottenham. And they've beaten Liverpool at home. They've beaten a few big teams at home. So listen, luckily for us, we're not a big team anymore. So we might be fine. We might be fine. We're not the scalp that that people used to think we were, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Daniela says Moyes does have a soft spot for West Ham. He will play for a draw. I would not put it past him, Daniela. I think you're clutching at straws there. Everton are going for Europe. Razzle saying, is Kudus done for the season? He is. He's out for the season, as far as I'm aware. And bad news about Maddison yesterday, wasn't it? I think we all thought he would be on the bench. And he was fit. He'd be ready to come on. But literally, De Zerbi said yesterday, yeah, he's on the bench, but he's not fit. He's not going to play. He's literally there as a cheerleader, which is sad, really. And he's still feeling a bit of pain as well, which is not good. I didn't really understand what De Zerbi said. Yeah, he's feeling pain, but it's not bad pain. Well, pain's pain, mate. So, I don't see Maddison starting now for the rest of the season. Jimmy said we need our strikers to start scoring from here on in after a terrible season for all of them. I agree. Who do you start, Jimmy? Who starts up front for you? For me, the best of a bad bunch, it'd have to be with Richarlison. He's a top scorer, isn't he, with 9? Woo! Remember the heady days when Harry Kane would have like 35 Premier League goals? And now we have Richarlison with 9. This is how far we have fallen, people. All boxed up saying Spurs need a goalie who is a qualified bricklayer, needs to brick the goal up because you can't score more than the opposition in any match. Bang on, mate. Bang on. And like it. That is comment of the day. And then he says, sub to you. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. All subs are very much welcome here, as are the likes. Keep smashing that like button. Let's get to over 50 likes. Rod says, Rob Edwards won't accept Wolves players soaking, and some of them will be playing for a move. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Like I said, it could go either one or two ways. Wolves could put in their best performance of the season, or they could be terrible. Probably the first one because they're playing Spurs. We will see. Daniela says razzle dazzle. Yes, he is, and I think Kudus is finished at Spurs. He will be gone in the summer or next. He will. If we go down, he will be gone. He will be gone 100%. Kate says, get the likes and sub for the lovely nights. Thank you, Kate. Much appreciated. And all boxed up saying Spurs got a bad record with the Wolves. Just saying, certainly in recent years. In recent years, we have, yes. It's not been great. But actually, if you look back at probably the last 8 games at the Molineux, I think we've probably won 4, lost 4. I don't think it's that bad. We've just lost the last 3 or 4 in a row. That's been the problem. Razzle saying, I think the Spurs will loan out players if we get relegated like Fulham did when they went down. So Kudos may come back one day. That's a fair point. Didn't really think about that, but just think maybe the wages. I can see them loaning out players like Vuskovic. I think maybe Vuskovic comes back next season if we stay up. If we go down, I can see them saying, we'll loan him out for another year. If we come back up, he comes into our first team. Not sure about the likes of Kudus and that, 'cause I'm not sure how much they're on a week, so they may have to say it depends, isn't it? If the team they're loaning them out to pay 80% of their wages or something, that's fine. Um, but yeah, we will see. How many of these players do we want back though? If these players put us down, not so much Kudus, he's been out for most of the season, but or certainly the second half of it. But how many of these players would we want to keep next season if we go down? Because for me, they have let us down massively. Rod says, to be fair, Wolves are poo. I mean, they're a funny side, aren't they, Wolves? Because sometimes you watch them, they play some lovely football. But yeah, they are so open at the back. They are gettable. If we can beat that high press, you can get straight in on them. So let's hope. Let's hope we can. All boxed up, said Leeds fan. To be honest, I think Spurs are cooked. I think you're right, mate. But listen, I think it's all on today. It's all on today. But even De Zerbi, coming out, some of the things he's saying, it doesn't fill me with confidence. Oh, it's going to be really tough, but we're not out of it yet. That kind of thing. Oh, don't say that. I want you to say that we're fighting. We're going to win every game. That's what I want to hear. Kate says, Nige, we've been saying a must win all season. We have. We have. Since Christmas, it feels like every single game we're like, this is a must win game. This is a must win game. Um, and we just can't. You look at some of the games we've lost. Shocking, shocking, absolutely shocking season. But somehow we're not going to lose as many as we did last season, which is weird because we finished 17th last season. We're going to go down this season, yet lose less games. Um, but I think the fact that we've only won 7 in 33 is a big, big reason for that, right? If we could have put a couple more wins on the board, have 4 extra points, then things would look a lot different. But it is what it is. All boxed up saying maybe we can give you a little happiness tomorrow by doing Chelsea in the cup. That would be lovely. That would be lovely, all boxed up. I will be definitely cheering on Leeds tomorrow in the FA Cup. Be nice to see a different team in the cup final. It really would. Rod said, or Moyes will be extra motivated because he was handed out of West Ham after winning them a trophy. Indeed. Indeed. Daniela saying, yes, we beat Wolves by 4-0, but they were in the game and then 2 bad men. Yeah, I agree. Listen, I watched this game and I thought it was a very even game. Wolves looked really good, playing some good football, nearly scored in the first minute. But yeah, I think once West Ham went in front and those quick fire goals in the second half, floored Wolves. And since then, obviously, they got hammered last week as well. Since then, maybe they're just like, oh, we're done. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Jimmy saying Kinski, Porro, Van der Ven, Danzo, Spence, Polina, Gallagher, Bentancur, Xavi, Richarlison, Solanke. So 4-4-2 for me. What do you think? I like the team. I like the team. I'm not sure about the formation, but I do like the team. Porro, Van der Van, yeah, that's exactly what I'd go for. Polina, Bentancur, Gallagher would be my midfield. 100% agree. I play Xavi off the left, and that's where I get confused. So maybe you play Xavi in the 10, Richarlison and Solanke up front, and you play a narrow midfield and let your fullbacks bomb on. That's what I would go with. I like the team, Jimmy. I do. Just not sure about the formation, but I think, yeah, 2 up front could work today. Daniela said, Rod Ross, no Moyes refused to sign a contract, and West Ham decided to move on. It's all about opinions, guys. This is interesting, isn't it? You see things differently from different clubs and different sides. Boxing Hotspur says Kudus will be on about 150-ish a week, in my opinion. Yeah, probably. So if we're going to loan him out, then you're going to need a team to pay a big chunk of that, aren't you? If not all of it. So I just don't see it. Just don't see it, personally. I think we will have a fire sale. Vince, do you think Mads will get some minutes today, Nige, even if we are winning? I don't, just because of what he said yesterday in the pre-match presser, that Maddison's still feeling a bit of pain. Not bad pain, but pain. I'm just think I was under the impression he didn't feel any pain at all when he was back. So yeah, for me, I wouldn't be risking it. I wouldn't be risking it. But we will see. Machina Joe says Moyes only won 3 of the last 23 games in his last season at West Ham. He did. He did. Razzle says 66 watching. Smash a like, please. Yeah, smash that like. Let's get to it. We should be over 50 likes now. I haven't looked, but we should be over 50 likes by now. Boxing Hotspur said, I do think we will win today because stylistically, Wolves are going to play into. This is a good point, actually. This is a good point. Wolves play football. They do. They like to go forward, and this might be a good thing for Spurs. They're high press inside as well, and if Spurs can beat that press, we will be in on them every time. It's just a question of whether we can beat that press, and it'll be interesting to see how De Zerbi sets up today. And whether the nerves gets to the player, whether the pressure gets to the players, we will see. Rod says, yes, you're both right. Things have improved since Moyes left. Daniela saying Kudus has never stayed anywhere more than 2 to 3 years. If he stays, if you have European champ. Listen, I get it. I get it, Daniela. I think he leaves in the summer. I really do. If we stay up, possibly not. But even then, he may. But definitely, if we go down, he will go. And it is what it is. I have no feelings towards Kudus. He hasn't played for us enough or long enough to get any sort of connection with him, in my opinion. Neil's in saying 1 win can kickstart us, but it's too late, in my opinion. Last chance saloon. And this is it. This is it. Big up to you, Neil. It is 1 win. We get that 1 win, and who knows what it'll do for the confidence. And suddenly 1 win might turn to 2 wins, might turn to 3 wins. In a month's time, things might look a lot different. By the time we play Everton at home last game of the season, we might be like, remember when we were talking about going down? Man, look where we are. We've just overtaken Forest. Unlikely, but you never know what a win will do. Let's just hope. It has to be today. It has to be today now. Daniela saying, yeah, it's nice to see Leeds. It'd be nice to see Leeds v Southampton. It would be nice. I don't see in any way, shape, or form Southampton getting through, though. I think City will probably dismantle Southampton quite quickly. But then I thought that about Arsenal. I thought Arsenal would dismantle Southampton. They didn't. So who knows? Who knows? We will see what happens. Let's go down the chat. Razzle saying, let's just hope Doherty doesn't score with Somerset. Oh, it so would, mate, wouldn't it? It so would. Doherty with a last gasp winner from 35 yards. Absolute killer. That would be an absolute killer. Boxing Hotspur said, for me, I play VDV left back with Paulinho in centre back. I think a lefty is vital if we won't, or we won't get Xavi playing well. That's a good option, Boxing. And we could always play Dragic in centre half as well, couldn't we? It's an option. It is an option. I don't actually trust Dragic into play, so yeah, Paulinho I wouldn't be against. But you know what? It's a big call. It is a big call, Boxing. And if it didn't work, then De Zerbi would get some stick, wouldn't he? Daniela saying Kudus is on 150k a week. Finn said, yeah, the last time Mads was talking to his physio about 3 weeks ago, he said he was feeling pain after about 20 minutes of training. Yeah, it's not good news. It's not good news, is it? I kind of thought he was clear of it now. All box up saying a big worry if Spurs are relegated, attracting quality elite players will be a no-go in the Championship. Yeah, our days of attracting top players, our days, we haven't attracted top player for a while, but our days of even attempting to attract top players will be done. Will be done. It'll be interesting to see if we go down there what happens, won't it? It'll be interesting. I would like to see what happens if we go down. Who comes in? The type of players we get. Will it be more youngsters? We're going to need some Championship proven, experienced players. Do we go for a Hayden Hackney? Is he the kind of player we go, okay, he's young, but he's Championship experience. He's been there, seen it, and done it. He's a top player. If a Premier League club don't go in for him, do Spurs go in for him and make him our midfield maestro in now? Do we go for the likes of, I don't know, guys, give me some Championship players who would come into our side and look decent and help get us back up? Because this is what we've got to be looking at now, right? Maybe we go for God damn it, do I say it? Daniela Stewart, do we go for an West Ham player? Do we go for, oh, his name's gone out of my head. The ex-Southampton player, the one who's really good at free kicks. Award Price. Do we go for Award Price to get us back up to the Premier League? These are the kind of players I think we'd be going for. And this is where we are if we go down. Daniela says, at the end of the day, the likes of Kudus are talented players, but they are mercenaries at heart. We fans should appreciate them, but not fall in love with them. Absolutely bang on. Agreed 100%. Boxing Hotspur saying, if we go down, I think we'd resign one of Walker or Trippier. Listen, I wouldn't be against either of them. I wouldn't be against either of them. Would love Walker back or Trippier. I think that's a really good shout, actually. Really good shout, Boxing. You know, I'm not usually in for taking ex-players back, but Walker or Trippier, both experienced, both could help us get out of the Championship. Maybe Dele Alli back in training with Spurs. I know I'm going to get some stick for that, but listen, hey, Dele Alli's got to find a home somewhere. Why not back at Tottenham in the Championship? We will see. Neil says no VAR is the only positive in the Championship. It will be nice to have no VAR, will it? Unless decisions start going against us, and then it may change. All boxed up then. And the problem is Big Six not making the Big Six in the Championship because it battlers in the division, not namby-pamby flair players. Yeah, I agree. Listen, the Championship is totally different to the Premier League, and it's going to be interesting to see if Spurs go down, how we contend with it. I think we will struggle the first month or so, the first 6 weeks. I think you will see some results, and you'll be like, "Oh, Spurs not doing great," but I think we'll find our feet, and then I think we're going to run. Listen, we have to go back up. Whether we win the league or not is another question. But if we're going to go down, let's go back up as champions. Let's not go back up in second or third or whatever. Well, it'd be the playoffs, won't it? Let's win the title. You know, let's see what happens. We're not down yet, guys. Tricky says we haven't even attempted to sign any top players with these owners. All fake news. This is true. We haven't signed any top players for a long time. Kate says, I think we have the worst strikers in the league. I agree, 100%. Rod says, come on, no way Tottenham don't win today. Law of averages means you're due a win, if nothing else. The law of averages, you're bang on, mate. Law of averages say we're going to win at some point. Hopefully it's today. Boxing says, get Sonny back on loan with the MLS finishes. Smoke the Championship. Let's just get them all back. Get the boys back. Get Dembele back. But Tongan, I'm sure he could do a season championship. Alderweireld, get them all back. Jimmy says, sadly, Delhi is finished as a footballer. You could well be right, Jimmy. I'm not sure. But listen, it is what it is. What says Delhi is finished. Had 30 good minutes for us and has been binned off to every club after. Real shame. He was such a good player. Such a good player. Sadly, one of these players is one of the pitfalls, isn't it? Is his personal life got in the way. But it is what it is. All boxed up saying as long as you don't do a Leicester. I think we won't do it. I think we'll be all right. I don't think we'll do a Leicester. Machina Joe said Luka Modric would run a mop for Spurs in the Championship general midfield general. Years ago, Robert Podzinski was playing for Portsmouth, smoking cigarettes at halftime. Best player in the league. Absolutely bang on. Oh, listen, I love a Modric back in it. If we went down, if it meant getting a Modric in, wow, yes, please. NFFC says Spurs fans were saying yesterday they will win a trophy at least. Like I said, you will win nothing, finishing 12th. You could well be right. Listen, if we go down, there's no guarantees we're coming back up. Really, there isn't. Machina Joe said, I disagree that Spurs have the worst strikers in the league. We have. Listen, Everton strikers are not great too, but it is what it is. We will see what happens going forward. Guys, I am going to pass you over to the Two Mark Show. NFFC says you have good players, so it's definitely on them. I agree 100%. Spurs syndrome, big up, mate. It's big up, Dave. Says 1-0 Spurs today, Nigel. Going to be a cagey game. I hope you are, mate. I'm good, mate. I hope you are too. And no doubt we will see you after the game for the call-in. I'm sure Cookie will be doing a call-in afterwards. Rod says, true. I'd swap Beto for Barry for the Spurs pal. Yeah, no, yeah, fair point. I wouldn't take that. Paige is in, said, morning, Pete. Morning, Paige. I hope you're well. And NFFC says, I don't think it's over yet. I don't think it is too. I really don't. Boxing Hotspur says, come on, you Spurs. And I will leave it on that. Guys, smash a like, smash a subscribe if you haven't on the way out. Get over to the 2 Mark show now. Smash a like for them too. Hit the sub button for them if you haven't already. Guys, this is it. This is it. It's all or nothing. Massive game today. The biggest of the season so far. The biggest in Tottenham's history. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. Hoping for a Spurs victory. Hoping for an Everton victory as well. Have a great day, guys. And as always, come on, you Spurs.